All right, what's happening, everybody, and welcome to today's edition of SWAC Smoke. We got the three-man crew in the house. Got DJ making his special guest appearance as he do now. We're gonna have to put like also starring on the on the thing because he like the special guest now. Man, got Jamie G in the house. Um, hey, got Southern JSU, Alabama State. Man, we got everybody holding it down. Got the East Side representing hard. I'm holding it down for the West Side. So, man, how y'all gentlemen doing today?
Oh, I'm good, man. Hey, just had to get that OAC and this heat put in because it went out. So, hey, I guess that's my early birthday present. So, I guess happy birthday, Christmas Day. So, we're going to kick the show off right.
I see you. I see you. Hey. Ain't but one way to do it, man. How you doing, DJ?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Just finding this post to send to you. I just found it, so.
All right, I'm gonna definitely have to take a look at that, man, because we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that. Well, I don't know. We'll get the. What's up, Los J?
Hey, New Amsterdam vodka. Can we get a sponsorship?
hey, reach out, man. Hey, reach out. I got an image and likeness I can sell. Right. So man, this week is the early signing period, man. There's been some teams active. If y'all saw my show last night, y'all know I was kind of in a mood last night. Because my school decided to drop all their signings at 9 p.m. Man, with 9 p.m. they dropped all their signings, man. I was like, bro, you could have did this earlier, man. But how's Bama State been doing on recruiting, man? I know you probably can't go too deep, but
I could talk about the two that we signed. We signed two kids out of high school. One O lineman, one DB. DB out of Jacksonville. Ethan Tooks. Pretty lengthy guy, 6'2". So I think it seems to be a pattern with that, as far as us having longer corners, taller guys. Offensive lineman, that's a spot that we desperately need more than one. So hopefully during the normal signing period or regular signing period, we get some more people. But it's pretty light on our end, man. Two people.
So do you think that the Hornets gonna be more active in the portal?
I think that honestly, I think we're trying. I know our staff is trying. We went after a lot of guys. Some of the guys end up signing with other institutions. So we're trying high school, portal, JUCO, everywhere. It's just a matter of winning the battles. You know what I mean? Yeah, recruiting is tough.
Yeah, man. It's like all you can do is cash your net. What's up, Big Thrillo? Yeah, we got a full house today, man. So we're doing a little something. But like you say, man, all you can do is throw out them offers and see who bite, man. But I still feel like you need to make some kind of impact on your local scene, man. That's just something that's a drum I'm always gonna beat. Jamie G, man, what you think about what JSU was able to pick up yesterday?
I think they did well. It was a little mix of everything. I like the fact that they picked up Phillip Short at quarterback. I thought that was a big pickup, man, because that dude was a top player in the state a few years back. But I like how they kind of went into JUCO ranks and got a nice some nice pickups. Tim Stewart was a guy that we had recruited back, I think, when Hendricks and even Tony Hughes was there. So that dude could play all kind of different positions. You could put him at safety. You could put him at linebacker. Also, I think you could play a little corner. I like him as well. I think it's a great class for TC, and I'm definitely excited for what we have. I'm definitely excited about the 4-star corner out of Florida, man. I think that kid could have went somewhere bigger than JSU, but he decided to stay down. So I think Jackson State still can make noise in the SWAC, most definitely. They got some really good players coming out of the high school ranks as well.
Yeah, I like I said that kid you talking about from from out of Florida. I think that's going to be a guy that's going to be able to definitely make an impact at some point. You know, a guy that can definitely play. You know, you got a couple of guys out of Mississippi, out of high school ranks too, man. You know, so I think the focus on reaching back into Mississippi is vital, man. Like, I don't know, you know, a lot of people may not realize how thorough and deep the Mississippi JUCO system is, man. You know, they got, you know, kids from all over, you know, they go to those schools, and you can pick up some quality guys from those teams, man. So I think, you know, not just high school, but going into JUCO in Mississippi is definitely something I think everybody should kind of dip their toes in. You ain't got to go heavy with it, but I think dip your toes in. But what y'all think about what FAMU did yesterday?
My question is, before you even get there, how y'all steal that kid from Tallahassee? That DB you talking about, he out of Tallahassee. How y'all steal him from? Yeah, how y'all get him from Willie Simmons, man? What y'all got going?
I guess I don't know. I think he been down ever since Coach Prime had first recruited him. He had been recruiting that guy for a minute, so I guess I thought he was gonna flip and go somewhere else, but he decided to stay with us. He locked in too. He been doing a lot of recruiting. I see he was trying to recruit a guy at quarterback from Nice High School where Tim Tebow went.
Yeah.
Yeah, that dude got a rocket, man. I'm like, man, if you could get that into the quarterback room, that'll be a nice pickup as well. So, yeah. He signed originally from Louisiana, but I think he's been playing ball in Florida. But
what part of Louisiana he from? You know?
That part I don't know. Right.
If you can answer, if you can let me know in the chat what part of Louisiana he from, I'm always curious about that. That, you know, like you said, man, that was a guy who kind of being recruited by both of y'all out the portal. Guthrie from Delaware State, man. How y'all feel about, you know, anybody feel like they got a good chance at him?
I think JSU or whoever else, who in his top three, Delaware State, JSU, and us, I think.
And Morgan State.
Yeah. Morgan State, I'm sorry. But I think they have the upper hand in this. That's all I'm going to say.
I think it's out of JSU and Morgan State, to be honest with you. It's like I don't know. It seems like it's a lot of playing around with that commitment, in my opinion, because I don't even know. I know Sivion Wilkinson trying to, but it seems like he's been playing a little games on Instagram as well and Twitter, so I don't know.
Yeah, what's going on with Savion, man? It's like he's saying, he's not in the portal though, right?
Right. He's not in the portal, but I don't know. He just been putting out little tidbits like I don't know, man. kind of crazy with these kids now, man. I don't know what the intentions are, man.
Hey, what's up, Rod? Man, we got Rod in the house. TSU did good too, man. You can't sleep on what Texas Southern was doing, man. They got a couple quarterbacks, so they building up depth in the quarterback room. They got a couple nice defensive backs to go with that group they had. Oh, he's from the country. Port Bar. God, man, that man from the country.
So who y'all got? Y'all got JSU or FAMU as the number one ranked class? Because FAMU snapped. Coach Simmons snapped.
Oh yeah, they snapped. They snapped big time. I'm trying to think about how I want to organize it, because I almost want to get an edge to JSU, because, you know, they changed coaches, and, you know, TC Teller had to do a lot of stuff. You know, I'm sure they had some groundwork that was laid, but he had to, you know, seal the deal. But man, I'm gonna go with Willie Simmons, man. I think that dude is grinding, man. You know, they got a lot of, you know, they got a nice mix of guys, and, you know, they filling, you know, whatever little spots they got. So I like them.
Yeah, I can agree. I mean, you know, I think Jackson State, from certain sites, they got the top HBCU class, but you got to give it up to FAMU. FAMU really went out there and recruited really great. And then also, too, you got to give big shouts out to Grambling. Big shouts to Alcorn.
Alcorn, yeah. That's that sleeper recruit.
You can't sleep on what they doing, man. They, you know, they filling them needs, man. You know, they got a couple more wide receivers and a quarterback coming in that can probably impact that team. So, you know, with a good running game that they already had, and you put that, you know, solid quarterback play with it, that's definitely, you know, a factor, man. They've been at it early, probably almost as early as FAMU, but maybe not as big a name, guys, you know, especially like in the portal like FAMU like to do. But I think Alcorn did a good job. Prairie View too, man. They got Caleb Johnson, so that's a nice pickup in and of itself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, somebody in the chat confirm this, because I heard Alcorn picked up the Gatorade Player of the Year in Mississippi and Ty Keys from USM. And if anybody know who Ty Keys is in Mississippi, that dude probably a legend now, man, at quarterback, man. That dude was a hell of an athlete. But he didn't really get the playing time, and I think his first shot at USM. But, man, if they got Ty Keys at quarterback, they might got a monster coming, man. And I like that kid from Missouri as well.
So if they bringing in two guys like that to battle it out, then, you know, and honestly, man, if you think about it, that fits with what Coach McNair always used to do, man. Alcorn always had two or three guys at quarterback. You know, you had, you know, you went from John Gibbs to Lenoris Footman, with a Footman and Noah Johnson to Felix Harper, and then, you know, it kind of fell off a little bit. But, you know, they always seem to have that next guy in line. So if he can get that back under control, then, yeah, you definitely got to look out for Alcorn. Like I said, Prairie View, you know, they dipped into Baton Rouge and got them a kid from Madison Prep, which is one of the top schools in the city. That nice defensive back out of that school, state champion, contending team almost every year. Bethune-Cookman, I haven't heard. Well, I'm gonna come back to them. Alabama A&M, I haven't heard anything about. Have y'all heard anything from Alabama A&M?
Nah, I looked on the site. I ain't seen nothing.
So, you know, last year, Mano was heavy in the portal. You know, they've been quiet, man. I heard, you know, this is, you know, I heard Ibrahim's supposed to be going to Bowling Green with that's what somebody said. Yeah.
Yeah, he committed to him. I don't know if he signed the dotted line yet, but he committed.
So, you know, I mean, he didn't play a lot last year. He was injured a good bit. But I was surprised to not hear anything from them. So I don't know if they not going, you know, aggressive in the early period, which I think is a mistake. I think you need to treat this early period now like it was the February signing day now. Obviously Bethune-Cookman, you ain't heard nothing from. Y'all, have y'all heard anything? I think I heard somebody say they got a hiring freeze there right now.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah, I heard that too.
So that to me, that's, you know, that's definitely not a good look, man. If you're trying to fill a coaching spot, and I'm sure they have, but I didn't see it. Do y'all know if they named somebody as the interim?
Nope.
They just blowing in the wind. They just blowing in the wind, man. And that only leaves, well, Valley, you know, they haven't done much. I haven't heard anything from them either. So that leaves Valley, Pine Bluff, and Bethune-Cookman as the only teams in Alabama, and them as the 4 teams I ain't heard nothing from. But Pine Bluff got them a coach now, so we'll see, you know, if they can kind of catch up.
Oh man, I'm not really impressed with UAPB did with their coach, man. You know, but I guess, you know, we'll see. Maybe he'll prove us wrong, man, but I ain't excited about it.
Yeah, you know, I kind of thought that, you know, they would. I mean, from the list of guys that they had, I thought, you know, they had some good guys on that list. I don't know what happened with that, if that was even true, you know, because sometimes, you know, people put stuff out there that might not be true, but, you know, no matter how much I wish it, you know, Chennis Berry just can't appear in somebody's office as head coach, no matter how much I speak it into existence.
Speaking of Chennis Berry, I seen Chennis Berry at the Celebration Bowl, man, in the suites.
He was in the suite?
Yeah, he was in the suites kicking it, man. So I don't know, man. He might be talking to somebody, man. You'll just pop up in the Celebration Bowl like that, and ain't nobody You know what I'm saying?
All those guys were there, man. Broadway was there. Washington was there. Hey, here y'all go, man. So, if this was to happen, what would y'all think, man?
Man.
Oh man. Maybe his girlfriend left him. That's the only way.
But speaking of Chennis Berry, man, they named the coaching staff for the Legacy Bowl, man. You got 3 coaches with Southern ties, man. I thought that was pretty interesting. Oh, Coach Dooley gonna be dressed sharp at the Legacy Bowl, man. I was gonna go anyway, but I definitely gotta go see what his All-Star outfit gonna be like.
Yeah, I already got my ticket. I went on and got it.
What about the Senior Bowl? I see Isaiah Land got an invite. Aubrey Miller be in the game. So I'm gonna definitely make sure I attend the Senior Bowl as well.
Yeah, that's definitely a good thing, man. I'm gonna run through some of the guys that's on the list for the Legacy Bowl from the SWAC. You got Kamari Everett from Bethune-Cookman. You got BJ Bowler from FAMU. Quayshawn Bird, Bethune-Cookman. Jason Dumas from Southern. Mark Evans from Pine Bluff. Let's see. Jordan Lewis from Southern. Skylar Perry.
What?
That's a surprise. Ronnie Thomas, that's a guy I think y'all should really look out for, man. That dude was one of the best defensive linemen in the conference at Valley, man. That dude put up some good numbers. Also today I saw Corian Harris from Southern also was named to that list. But that's a nice group of guys so far, man. You know, I'm excited to go back because I thought last year was a really good thing. So I'm definitely excited to go back.
Oh yeah. Y'all ever been to the Senior Bowl?
No, I ain't never been.
I went.
It's a pretty nice event. They always have it around Mardi Gras too down there. It's a pretty nice event.
Yeah, the year that Jalen Hurts played in it, I was there that year. Trying to think of who we had. Did we have anybody from the SWAC that year?
Yeah,
I don't think so.
What year was that?
It was 2021.
2021.
Oh no,
so it was from the 2020 year. Yeah.
Yeah.
The last time I think from the SWAC, if I'm correct.
I want to say that was the year we had that guy from Grambling there, offensive lineman.
Yeah, it was.
I can't think his name.
Carolina Panthers.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was there that year.
Okay.
But yeah, I went. It was pretty cool, man. They had a Talladega band, Alcorn band, so it was pretty straight.
I will say one thing, man. If whoever they invite as a band of the Legacy Bowl, man, y'all please get there on time, man, because Grambling got there late. Grambling got there late.
Yeah.
I'm like, why did you even come and sit down? Huh?
No, I'm thinking about Southern for the Senior Bowl. My bad. The Southern will be in the Senior Bowl.
Oh, it's gonna be lit.
Oh, that's gonna be lit.
Yeah, Southern was. I saw Southern during the time of the Legacy Bowl. Remember that Mardi Gras parades was going on, so they was performing in them parades. So we had to get stuck with Grambling, who showed up late for whatever reason.
Yeah, they got there real late. I was like, what you even sit down for? Like by the time they got sit down, they had the time to get back up. But you know that I will say one thing though, the traffic was crazy around there because Tulane Stadium is like in a neighborhood and the traffic was like nuts.
Speaking of Tulane neighborhood, right? So I was looking at Tulane Stadium on Google Earth, right? Why it look like the stadium in the same neighborhood where they shot Juvenile High. It kind of reminded me like
it's all uptown, man.
I'm like, what?
That's all generally the same area though, man. So you gotta ride through some of them areas to get there.
Interesting. I like that though. Give me some Brothers Chicken, man. I'm gonna ride out there, man.
Hey, you can get you some Brothers Chicken in Baton Rouge too. But let me see, man. What else we can get into, man? Let's talk some portal, man. Do y'all, it's been a couple guys that actually came back to JSU out the portal. There's a few guys that went in that probably shouldn't have went in. So without, really talking about any guy in specifics, how do y'all feel about dudes going in the portal who haven't played at all with no tape?
There's a death wish.
Yeah, I agree with
Unless you know
man.
somebody, you have to know somebody that knows you. Maybe a connection to an old coach or old high school coach or something like that. But just to jump in there thinking that, somebody going to pick me up just because, I got some practice tape.
So let's say you're a 4th-string guy at a SWAC school, and you jump in the portal. What it's like 3,000 people in there. You think I really think some of these guys need to be more patient, man. But that's the way this thing is going now. So I would love to see some of these guys, and I'm not picking on nobody in particular, but I would love to see some of these guys just kind of wait it out, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, man, Tulane uptown, man.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's weird, man. A lot of the thing is now, I think a lot of people aren't really real with people anymore. So nobody's telling these student athletes the truth. You ain't gonna say, "Oh man, you ain't good. You don't need to do that because you don't have it, or you're not there right now. You need to sit down and wait." Nobody's really saying that to people no more, especially like family members and stuff like that. Everybody rooting them. Oh yeah, you him.
That's let me say on that subject, man. Everybody is not a dog, man.
Right.
I mean, come on, let's just be honest, man. Everybody is not a dog. You can be a good player, but you're still not necessarily a dog, man. And everybody keep, like people saying, "Oh, that's him." He a dog. It is like, man, some of y'all not, man. And sometimes you need to reevaluate where you stand, man, because you find yourself stuck in the portal with no home. No money for school. No nothing, and you find yourself in a bad way, man. Yeah, JSU had long snapper jump in. Mata, I think Mata not gonna be in that long.
No,
I think he's gonna be gone pretty soon. They had they had the quarterback that went in and was like, I'm only going for starting jobs, and I'm like, bro, you was running like 3rd string at Jackson State. Like,
but I'm gonna tell you the reason he jumped in. They were saying that he didn't have a full scholarship. That's one of the reasons he jumped into that portal. But still, too, he'll probably be at a D2, D3, man, if he decide to jump in because, I mean, you was like 3rd, 4th string at JSU. I mean, I don't know where else you think you're going to start it.
Yeah, and I mean, basically demand a starting job. Like, I'm not going nowhere for nothing less than a starting job. You better call Coach whoever in Itabino. That's probably one of the few spots that Jalen Jones went in the portal, so Bethune-Cookman got an open at quarterback.
Is that true?
What, did he win in the portal?
Yeah.
From what I saw. Now, again, you got
somebody else said
with a grain of salt.
It ain't true, but yeah, I don't know, but
I thought it was his last time.
I thought he was done.
Unless he graduated.
He must have graduated. But like I said, I thought he was done, and I was surprised when somebody said that. But like you said, you don't know. What this is the time of year all that stuff be floating around, man, and people post stuff, and you run with it. But Los J had a good comment, man. I wanted to touch on. A lot of these kids, man, they passing up good offers, waiting for that P5 offer, and I think that's a mistake, man. If everybody's not a Power 5 player, man, everybody not a G5 player. A lot of dudes not even FCS players, man. You got to be real with yourself. There's guys that'll walk on and never get off the bench somewhere just to say they went to that school, and I think that's a mistake. So I see that a lot on Twitter, man. A lot of guys are like, I'm looking for this and not this. It's like, man, you got schools that'll play you right now. It's like, but I think that's something that a lot of people, they get caught up in it. And That remind me of a story. You know, I like to tell stories on this show because that's what old people do. In '96, I think it was the year COVID. I think that was the year Kobe got drafted, or either '95 when KG got drafted. They had this dude named Red McDavid. Y'all ever heard of him? This dude was like the number 30 player in South Carolina. He was like a good high school player, but he wasn't like NBA caliber high school player. And his uncle told him, man, there was nobody in the NBA that could stop him. So he put himself in the draft and never got drafted and ended up working at Foot Locker. So basically what I'm saying is, man, some of y'all need to stop listening to some of these people that y'all know because they selling y'all dreams, man. It's like y'all need some people to tell y'all, bro, look, you got to work on your craft, man.
So where y'all think Jalen Jones can go?
Ooh,
that's a good question.
You know what? I think you plug him in at Alabama State. It might be. That's a nice pickup.
Man, they got their quarterback.
They ain't gonna do that.
they got their quarterback. I wonder if Dooley gonna call him. He big and can run. That's what Dooley like. But
that is true.
He should go to. He should go to Valley, man. He already went to Mississippi Delta Community College, so he already familiar with the area, man. Valley need a quarterback. They need a quarterback bad.
And with Pine Bluff,
they need a quarterback too. Although maybe Alonzo Hampton gonna bring somebody with him from ULM. He get Willie Taggart Jr., man. You know, I think that. We were talking about that before. I think that's a guy that he definitely should. I don't know what kind of pay he can get at Pine Bluff, but that's a good offensive coordinator for him, man. He bring his son with him too. So let's I was gonna say something, man. I didn't forgot. I hate that. Let's just it's real early. Obviously, the season just ended. But people are already talking about, who a team they're looking out for next season. Y'all got anybody y'all think, we should kind of look forward to looking more deep into it when the spring come around?
I do. For me, I think Alabama State is definitely one to be on the lookout for because I think they finished, was it third in the East? And
could have finished second.
Could have possibly finished second. It just, I think I think Coach Rob, first year to me to come out with that record, man, that was impressive, man. I think he really impressed a lot. He impressed me and a lot of people, and I think I like to see what he do with this spring and what he can bring in, and hopefully in the fall, man, they might be a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, hey, DJ, that's his second time mentioning Alabama State, man. I think you might need to get him some gear, man. He sound like he ready to convert.
We need a little something. We got enough room for him.
It sound like he not that far away, man. He can just hop on the highway and be in the gump, man.
We got enough room. Anytime you want to come to the game, let me know.
So, me, I think. I think Alcorn gonna be a team, man, that's gonna rise to the occasion, man. I don't see them being down as long as for another year. I think Coach McNair gonna get these boys right. He gonna get them young men ready to play.
Chill out, man.
Young man.
But I also I think Texas Southern gonna be a name that get thrown around a lot too.
What about FAMU?
Yeah, I think FAMU probably gonna, when media day come around, I think FAMU could easily be picked number one. This might actually be their year.
And still get their ass whooped.
JSU about 40?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You already know.
Them Rattlers finna come around now.
Oh yeah. I know one team gonna have a hard time beating them, and that's us, because we can't beat them boys for nothing.
What about Graham fam? That's a sleeper.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, they finally got a quarterback, man. They got a quarterback with adult hands, so that's definitely But I don't know, man. I don't trust Hugh Jackson right now, man. His coaching is.
They got another running back, and they already had the chalk dude.
Yeah, and they still got Maurice Washington, and they got they had like 5 running backs.
They got. Jeez.
They had last year. They had at least 4, and they was all splitting carries. Nobody was getting more than 8 carries a game, man. It's like I keep saying, man, and I say this every time Grambling come up, man. That boy Flawed Chuck was running that ball in the Classic. I was like, I did not know that dude could run like that. That was just here we go. Here we go.
Joey Johnson.
We done spoke him into existence, boy.
Hell, baby, they Grambling.
That's right. Hell, baby, we Grambling. I know one thing. If Hugh Jackson keep coming to Baton Rouge, man, I'm gonna flatten his tires. That man living in Baton Rouge. I think that man got a house down here, man. Like he know what's up in Baton Rouge, but I think Los J lurking around. Yeah, I think he's still in.
TSU or PV this upcoming year? What's your prediction?
TSU or PV?
Yeah. In football.
Until they beat them, man. I made that mistake last year, and Prairie View people got on my head. But
I think Prairie View. I think I'm gonna take Prairie View in the Labor Day Classic.
And Los J say TSU. Of course he
yeah. He said that last year though.
I know. It had me saying that, man. It got them people on my head, man. Yeah, they got like Grambling got like 90 running backs, man. So they might well run the wishbone, man. Get all them dudes on the field. Like,
that's what Jackson State should have did in the Celebration Bowl. The last play was a wishbone.
Just line up and run it, man.
Mm-hmm.
But that TSU Prairie View game, that's a streak that's one of the last big streaks in the conference right now. The game is in Houston this year, so that might could help TSU. But right now, like Prairie View got that mojo on them. Have their team.
Look at Los J.
Whoa!
Hey, everybody been in school 6 years.
I know. Hey, did y'all see that one dude at Oregon that got a 9th-year eligibility?
What?
Yeah, he got something like that.
He got a 9th-year eligibility because he had a bunch of medical red shirts, I guess. He didn't play or whatever, and they gave him a waiver for this man been in college for 9 years, man.
Man, got a mouse and everything doing that. Goodness.
Man, he's supposed to have about 3 masters by now.
Yes, indeed, man. I would think at some point you would be like, man, I'm ready to get up out of here. Like, you had the same school for that long?
If he been on scholarship all that time, though,
hey, that's lovely.
Yeah, why would he be in a rush to pay bills? He living a life. Traveling, they paying for his food.
And get all that nice gear to wear.
Yeah, man.
All them Nike sweatsuits and Nike shoes. Man, it's
JB from Last Chance U.
He could have that. And we were talking about that man. That man should be the Valley coach, man.
Hey, why don't somebody go after him?
I don't know. That would be a good hire.
What can you lose at Valley?
Nothing. And you're gonna get attention because he gonna tweet his way through everything, man.
I think he will have cameras, something like Prime, maybe not on Prime level, but I think he can get a production team to come shoot him. That'll give so much more exposure to Valley, man.
Yes, indeed, man. Can you imagine? That's white Prime, man. Can you imagine that man in a hot tub at Rice Titan Stadium?
Yeah, smoking a cigar, cussing up a storm.
talking about all the cars that he owns.
Yeah.
I said they should have went to old Buddy, man. EMCC.
Buddy Stevens,
yeah, Buddy Stevens. Any one of them, man. Like, it'll make a difference.
Marcus Woods will be a good coach too. I think he the head coach at home.
Man, they got dudes in that system, man, that can coach. You know, I just think, you know, and that was one of the things that I was really impressed with when we saw the finalists for Pine Bluff. I guess they finalists, maybe they wasn't, but those names on that list, you know, was guys who outside the box. And I think, you know, sometimes you need to, you know, deviate from that, man, and try to give a program a shot in the arm, man. You got a dude that been on Netflix, man. He might get Netflix to come in there and follow him around like they used to, like Barstool Sports and all them people following Prime around, man. You could still get our SWAC attention, man.
Yeah, once kids figure that out, they want to go.
Yeah, man. You can get quality, you know, guys that want to play to come to Valley, man. That changed a lot in the league.
Mm-hmm.
So Valley, man, y'all, I'm shooting y'all some free game, man. The man on Twitter every day. He waiting for his chance
on YouTube.
Yeah. Oh, you got a podcast?
Mm-hmm.
See, that man already just like Prime, bro. He already just like Prime. Go get that man. He ain't gonna help nobody else, but go get him, man.
Yeah, I would call him, to be honest with you. I seriously would.
Yeah, I mean, what can he say? No? If he say no, then that's cool. Just move on. I'm telling you, Valley, we shooting y'all some free game, man. Y'all go do that. Because I would love to see the entertainment factor. But listen. What you like?
Man, I could just see him getting the Valley like, holy shit, what is this?
Yeah.
That man was an Independence, man. It can't be that much better.
Oh, bro.
But
yeah.
But man, let's let me see. So we're gonna possibly have 4 new coaches this season. This year should be one of the few years I don't think nobody should be on the hot seat because everybody is new.
Maynard.
Yeah, he is he the longest tenure coach in the league now?
Fred McNair, maybe.
Yeah, I think it might be McNair.
Yeah,
man.
But Maynard probably would be the only one. Yeah, gotta be.
So if they lose Magic City Classic again, you think people are gonna be on his head?
Man, if they lose probably the first 3 or 4 games, no matter who they play, they probably gonna be on his top.
I think an old boy that's coming in for UAPB is already on the hot seat.
Man, that's Pine Bluff. That man ain't never gonna be on the hot seat.
They getting rid of people now. They done turned over a new leaf.
They must got some new people in some high places, huh?
Well, I mean, you got a new AD, of course.
Yeah,
Chris Robinson. So
yeah, so hey, that hey, no more getting comfortable in that seat, man. that might yeah, man. I feel like, man, that's to me, that's one of the hardest jobs in the league, man. I think you have to be a serious guy about your craft to get that job done, man.
Them in Valley, that's got to be the hardest too.
Yeah, and for different reasons. Like I say, Valley, is Valley working with one arm behind their back to a degree. I think Pine Bluff got the potential because they've shown that they could win in multiple different periods of time. They just never can consistently win.
Yeah, they got better facilities in Valley and all that stuff, so that's not an issue. I don't know. I just think people not willing to come to Pine Bluff consistently. Players not willing to go.
I agree because with it being in Arkansas, you don't really hear many people go to Arkansas like that.
No,
they even visit.
Man, I feel like Pine Bluff is like. I feel like Pine Bluff is like isolated from the league, man. It's like they not that far. They're not that far away. Pine Bluff not that far from Baton Rouge, but it feels like it's like 12 hours away, man. It's like they feel like they're way up there. So it's like they don't necessarily have a natural rivalry with nobody. I know they tried to do a couple things, but I think that kind of don't really help out a lot. I know they always be trying to force that Valley thing. As a person that's from Pine Bluff, man, do you feel like Valley is their rival?
Nah, I mean, because it's for the wrong reasons. So you just battling to not be in last place. So that's not really a rivalry. That's just I ain't gonna be last this year. You gonna be last. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think nobody in Pine Bluff really hate nobody. If you want to talk about it like that, there is no Southern JSU or no JSU FAMU type of vibe. It's just people in Pine Bluff don't care enough.
So what?
Ab is so damn funny.
The fake cry.
Ooh, that was funny, bro.
Oh my God. Hey, one of the best things about when they had Pine Bluff and Valley trying to be a rivalry when they used to always make them play the first game of the season. Somebody always gonna get that dub week 1 and then lose the rest of the games.
Hey, it should be one though. It should be one.
Yeah, Valley, they're not that far apart, right?
No, maybe like 3 hours.
Yeah, I mean the proximity is there.
Yeah, Jackson and Pine Bluff ain't but 3.5. So.
Hey, and if nothing else, man, Pine Bluff could always hold over Valley Head that they got more SWAC championships than they do, even though they ain't been in the league as long.
Damn.
But it's
true,
like
man. Valley ain't won now.
we the things that people get used to. I haven't been down there in years now, but it wasn't a rivalry thing. But people used to get up for Southern Jackson due to them bringing the boom or the jukebox in town. Like they would get up for those games because it was going to be, competition on the field and in the stands. Mm-hmm. But for some of them other games, people ain't coming out for it. And now, I don't even think they're getting up for that.
Yeah, because Southern don't even bring the band up there no more. Yeah. At least I know they didn't go the last time. So that that impacts a huge group of people.
Yeah, they need to.
Yeah, they do got more. They do got, since the SWAC went to divisions, they do got more than Bama State. Bama State only got the one.
Yeah,
they beat Southern.
But Bama State don't have a lot of traditions, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. They have a better fan base than Pine Bluff as a whole. Bigger stadium, those type of things. But as far as people, knowing them for dominating, I don't know about that either. Says 04.
Yeah, 04 is a long time, man. I think they went one more time after they went 2 more times after that. They played Grambling once and they played Texas Southern. But word on the street from my boy Los J that TSU coming to Baton Rouge this year, man. I think we're gonna have to make sure we turn the clock off when they come here. Hi, what's up now?
You gonna put them in that locker room up under the bleachers?
Of course, that's where everybody gotta go. you don't have to dress down because they dress at the men's gym or Seymour Hall they call it now, but you at halftime, unless you want to walk all the way over there, yeah, you got to go up under there.
They're gonna put like some rats or something in there or what?
We ain't gotta put nothing in there. They already in there.
Already in there.
Damn.
I can't believe when I went in that thing, man. I was like, y'all fit how many people in this room, man? It's like, come on. Oh, we got a JSU in the house class of 95. Man, that's back in the day. I was just graduating high school.
Jamie G was in the 3rd grade.
Where you was at, DJ, in 95?
But how old was I?
Yeah.
Like 6?
we all was fairly. I was older than y'all, but
Yeah,
I was actually at Southern in '95, so that tell you.
I was like 6 years old.
That was almost the Ron Robinson years, boy.
Yeah, Rob Robinson was good.
That dude was a man. That dude came in a Mumford in '97 and took Southern to triple overtime, man. I was like, who is this dude, man? We can't stop him.
Rob Robinson and Fred Leonard. He ended up leaving and going to UAM, but Fred Leonard was pretty good around that time too.
Yeah, they had some teams, man, when they first came into the SWAC.
Back in the day, yeah, we early '90s, mid '90s.
Archie Cooley days, then Lee Hardman.
Early 2000s. Yeah, they had some decent squads.
Hey, those rats are called ambiance, man. That hey, Big Thrillo know about that place, man. He been in Mumford. He been in that locker room down there with the benches. I think that's got to be one of the worst setups for a visiting team in the league, man. Because you had to go through all them people just to get up under there. But man, let's serious on a serious note, man. If that TSU Southern game is in Baton Rouge, man, I think that's good, man. Because I never liked that game being a neutral site game. I think home and home is always the way to go. Cool. I never even when they moved that game up there. Yeah, I can see that, man. I can see that. The only other place I know that people said was hard, and it wasn't that the accommodations was bad, but they said Grambling, man, having to walk up that hill to get to the locker room at halftime was always rough. But I mean, like I said, at Southern, if you want to walk, man, you can walk to the. But by the time you get there and back, halftime probably be over. So, but man, I'm for more neutral site. No, I mean not more. I'm for more home and homes, man. How y'all feel about home and homes instead of like made up classics?
Oh yeah, definitely with them home and homes, man. It's a whole lot better. Definitely on like for us, I know we could have had a whole lot more home games and us traveling on the road and be able to keep a lot of that revenue. But you know what I'm saying? Southern class is cool. That Southern Heritage classes probably need to be in Memphis, but I think I'd rather have it home and home as if it was in my opinion, but
I think the Orange Blossom Classic need to be a home and home.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You'll sell out both of them places, man.
Easy.
Every rip.
Can you imagine Bragg with JSU in there, man? That place is already crazy.
It's already sold out by themselves. They can sell it out themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So now you really can raise the ticket prices up if you wanted to for that game, and it's still gonna sell out. And how much money Tallahassee will make that weekend, or Jackson? How much money they gonna generate those weekends?
Yeah, because I don't know if y'all then. Oh, I know DJ, you've been to Tallahassee for some games, but hotels in Tallahassee, boy, they like to hit you hard.
Yeah, especially if Florida State play that weekend. It's over with.
Yes, indeed, man. I'm talking about like $200 a night for a Motel 6, man. I ain't playing.
What?
I had to stay in Mariana. I ain't even stay in Tallahassee that night. I drove out to Mariana.
Yeah, I learned that the hard way.
Yeah,
should have stayed in Thomasville and drove, man. Like, but that's another topic I know a lot of people talk about in the off season before this season with ticket prices. Do y'all feel like with the way the league is growing, do y'all think the prices a game should start to go up?
I think that's an individual. That should be an individual thing. I think because as a league, there's no way you can raise Pine Bluff tickets or Valley tickets and expect somebody to come. They're not going where it is right now. So you raising the ticket, what point are you proving? You're just gonna have less than what you already have, which is nothing coming to the game anyway. So I think that there needs to be a decision made by each institution. There are a few schools that probably can raise their tickets up $5 a ticket or so, but you got them teams like I don't even know if I think that would negatively impact Bama State too a little bit. So um, everything is going up,
Yeah,
but
the price of eggs ain't no joke.
but do you feel like somebody would go to Pine Bluff game and pay $40 for a ticket? Do you seriously think that?
If just for like Pine Bluff versus like Valley or somebody? No.
Yeah.
No.
Nah. That's why I think they should push season tickets. I think people should just buy season tickets. You get a discount when you buy season tickets.
Exactly, man. I really think more people need to buy season tickets because, like you said, you don't have to pay as much. Because you're paying for all your stuff in advance. You ain't got to worry about trying to hurry up and get tickets. When you get a game that's gonna have a big crowd, you already know where you're sitting all the time. It just, to me, it's just a better look, man. And
but that's real fans, though. You talking about real fans? It ain't that many real. Like everybody holler HBCU, this and that, but how many are real fans that's gonna buy season tickets? That's that's an investment. You can tell a lot about a person about what they invest in. If you invest in season tickets, you care. If you just go on only when they hot or when it's this or that opponent, that ain't real. So you got more casual people than you have real fans. And I think from what I understand, Bama State people, when they played at Crampton Bowl, they say Crampton, they used to have that rocking down here. So I don't know. I can't say that they just started going. I think they got a history of showing up, and they averaging 16,000, 18,000. So I don't think that just started.
16,000, 18,000, with teams that ain't necessarily great teams, man. Right. It's like it's.
Speaking of attendance, have y'all heard that this new stadium that Jackson State proposing is going to be between $35K and $40K?
What are they talking about building today?
Right there at the edge of campus. They were saying that they was trying to promote people to buy season tickets in order to fill it up, in order to make it look good. And then after that, after it's all filled up, it's standing room only.
I mean, I guess it's because I'm used to seeing, big crowds at the vet. But, for 35, 40,000 people, 45, that's a good number because, realistically, most years you're averaging like 35,000, 30, 35,000, high 20s. So, yeah, I think that would be, you're going to fill it up more often than not. So that definitely helped. We was joking about the area that Tulane Stadium in, but that's a nice stadium for like a good size for a stadium near your campus where you don't have a lot of room, Yeah, but you think that's gonna happen? That stadium? You think it's gonna happen?
I don't know, Will. It probably another 20 years before we come back to this conversation again. To be honest, in my opinion, I kind of like the way the stadium is right now. And I think what they should do is just really invest some money into it and just make it nice. Add some premium seating, some nice luxury boxes, and just take about $100 million and just invest in it. And just keep it where it's at, because I think it's going to be an issue around Jackson State campus with parking. That's going to be the main issue. Where you going to park it?
There's already an issue with parking. The stadium at the vet. Like,
yes,
I had to park like around the corner, man, and walk
around the corner. Man, last we had to park at the high school and walk, man.
Maybe, man, I don't know, maybe so. Everybody got their opinion, but it just.
I think they should invest in parking around there.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
That's definitely what they should do.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying just keep it the stadium where it's in, just upgrade, buy some properties around there, and just turn them into nice parking lots.
Yeah, I think that's what they should do.
Mhm.
Now, let me ask you a hypothetical. You know, obviously that guy not here no more. But if the previous coach was still at Jackson State, do you think they would have got you think they would have got that stadium in the near future? I'm just trying to see.
I think our governor the problem, man. I think the governor of Mississippi is one of the problems, man.
So you think if y'all called Brett Favre, he could have got it for y'all?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. But I think the governor of Mississippi is one of the main problems. Because I think a lot of people want to get Jackson State Stadium, but they still bumping with this money, man. I just don't.
Yeah, I don't
understand it.
It's too many hands, you know, in stuff, man. That I think can cause some issues. Yeah, I like Alabama A&M Stadium. They got a nice stadium. It's kind of far from the field, but it's nice, man. Have y'all seen the new gym they built up there?
I haven't been there not yet. I've seen videos.
It looked like it's pretty nice. I mean, Elmore wasn't the best, but it looked pretty good from what I can see so far.
I think I'm gonna try to go up there when we go up there and play.
Didn't they move one of y'all games with Alabama and in the Mobile?
Oh, yep.
Is that actually happening?
No, that's for real. That's around it's around the Celebration Bowl time. I want to say the 25th.
So, Los Jesse, who y'all like in basketball?
Right now, it looks like Grambling might be the favorite on the men's side, and I think JSU women probably the favorite on the women's side. But I know Jack State men. I just ain't no fan of more Williams. I'm just saying, bro.
Man, I could have told you that.
Yeah,
I could have Bama State let that man go quick.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, man. TSU always gonna be solid in Prairie View. East Southern got a good basketball team, all corn. But you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I think whoever is gonna be SWAC champion is gonna be out the West anyway.
Yeah, I mean, you can't never you can't never count on TSU, man. No matter how they playing in the early season, when March come around, you always got to look out for TSU in March, man, because they know when the winning counts. So you definitely can't count on them. Southern, man, right now they a team of two halves, man. They've been playing some good first halves and some bad second halves. Southern lack of size, I think, is gonna hurt them. They shooting a lot better this year. With the guy we borrowed from Texas Southern, definitely help our offense a little bit. But we shoot well and play defense well, but we not big in size. So I think we're gonna struggle it out. But I think we play better at home than on the road, which is definitely an issue in the SWAC. And you can't count on Alcorn. Well, what Bama State doing, man?
The Lady Hornets. Oh man, I think the Lady Hornets gonna be pretty good this year. I think the women's side gonna go through the East.
Yeah, it definitely is. That's always gonna be tough, man. You got JSU and Bama State. Alabama, and it was pretty good last year. I don't know what they got this year, but they was a pretty solid team last year.
I think the women's got a good girl too. That's pretty good. But yeah, that's all I can speak to. I think our women gonna be pretty nice.
Yeah, I think we're gonna be in the mix, but like I say, Southern and shooting is the issue with the women's team. They play good defense, but they haven't been a great shooting team. But none of it matters till March anyway, man. Because being a one bid league, man, all it takes is to win 3 games in March, and you in the dance. But I'm impressed with what Grambling been doing. this non-conference season, they've been winning some games and looking pretty solid doing it. But they tend to, when it comes to SWAC play, man, Grambling tend to play good against Southern and not good against nobody else. So that I really need that to change. So we don't have to go to Grambling this year. So that's definitely one plus since we playing in that the HBCU game at the All-Star game this year. Utah. But man, it's almost about that time, man. So we're gonna probably go ahead and wrap this up. It's the holidays, man. I'm sure everybody got things going on, man. Jamie G, you got anything going on with your show?
Man, hey, the show gonna be taking a break for a while. It's my old birthday, man, on Christmas Day, so I'm gonna be spending my whole time with this old fella right here.
Man, this man got red snapper, man. You need to break somebody off, man.
Well, I'm telling you, eating good with them red snappers.
Now, I'm supposed to be on vacation, but obviously I'm not. No. It's my wife's birthday tomorrow, y'all. So she turning 66. So y'all make sure y'all make sure y'all turn up for her on her birthday tomorrow. She in her 60s now. So y'all make sure y'all turn up for her. DJ, you got anything going on?
I just got one more question before we get out of here. It's SWAC related.
Go ahead.
Well, do y'all see Shalomi Bossy Sanders getting into PT at Colorado, or you think that was just a favor?
Was it a favor at Jackson State?
I don't know. Jamie G can speak to it.
I don't know.
I think so.
She might need to stay. She might need to stay where she at though. But I know that probably ain't gonna happen.
Well, he came out and said today that she was going with him.
Oh, he said that when he first got to Colorado, he was like, "Yeah, my daughter gonna be on the basketball team." I don't think she will, man. I mean, I don't know a lot about Colorado team, but I don't really think I think that's one of them. Let me get this person to get everybody else in there, man. She not even. Has she played in any games at Jackson?
Yeah, she played in some. When she shot that 3 that time, but I haven't seen a lot of playing time whatsoever.
So yeah, I don't really think so, man. I think that's that's one of the things in the contract,
Chill out, man.
I ain't got a Porsche, man, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. I guess I'm gonna be on the carport. I do gotta leave this office in a minute, so. But yeah, man, I don't know, man, but man, this man, bro, you need to hook us up. We all down for a plate, man. But let me see. I was gonna say, we were laughing about this earlier, but man, it's crazy all the people that Cody took up there with him, man. The man taking content creators too, man. I'm surprised he didn't call you, Jamie G.
Man, Prime probably don't know me, man. I do not know Prime. I do not know this man.
That man snapped on people the other day about saying Deion Sanders Jr. got fired from Colorado.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, I know they weren't gonna let them do too much up there. I know they probably don't fit their image, man. Unfortunately.
Is the trainer going with him?
Mo Sales?
No, the athletic trainer, Lauren.
Oh yeah, she go everywhere with him. Oh gosh.
That man took the chairs and all. They took everything.
Oh, the red chair that was on the field, they gone?
Yeah, they gone too. Actually, I think them chairs was rentals, bro. I think that was a rental chair. I think they could take the prime off that chair.
Yeah.
I think the girl, it's a girl that rent chairs in Jackson. I think that she was doing. She do events.
That's a nice little business. One more thing before we get out of here, man, because it's always hard for us to wrap it up. Who's going to Colorado game this year with a Southern shirt on, man? Who with me?
Man, come on, man. Stop trolling.
Hey, everybody in the SWAC, J State, Pine Bluff, everybody go up there with a shirt.
Hey, let's go show out, man. Let's go show out.
Hey, be right on the 50-yard line like this.
As long as they return the favor, as long as they come and buy a ticket at our games, they gonna do that?
No.
They ain't gonna patronize Southern or Jackson.
They don't even know where we at, man. They don't even know where Jackson at. But man, let me stop, man, because that's something I gotta talk about after we get out the house. And my boy, we're having him a good pre-birthday, so we're gonna go ahead and let Jamie G finish. You finished that bottle, man?
Nah, I ain't cracked it over. I ain't cracked it. I gotta go to work tomorrow, but yeah, it might gonna get cracked over sometime that weekend.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm gonna pop a bottle for you this weekend, man, and happy early birthday, man. And hopefully everybody, y'all have a good Christmas holidays. Man, stay safe, man. It's gonna be nippy outside this week, man.
Oh yeah.
So if you ain't got to go nowhere, man, stay in the house.
Right.
So you got any Christmas plans, DJ?
Nah, I'm gonna be chilling, man. Chilling around the house. I ain't doing nothing.
Man, everybody, let's go see DJ for Christmas, man. Let's gas up and bum rush his crib.
I got a spot for a few people.
And this man is living it up. This man say he going skiing, man. Come on now.
Yeah, they SWAC fan going. I'm going to Colorado for Christmas, man.
Hey, I'm trying to get back up that way, man. So hey, we're gonna have to make something happen. But man, with all that being said, man, I'm gonna enjoy my holidays at home and have a good time. And we'll be back next week for another edition of SWAC Smoke, man. Y'all have a good weekend, man. Be safe. Merry Christmas and all that stuff, man. And we'll catch y'all next week.
All right.
Merry Christmas, y'all.
All right.